Alright, Babber.
Hello folks, welcome back to Icewind Dale, where we are up against the final fight. And last time I got my ass well and truly handed to me. Now, full disclosure, I've had a little practice. I still haven't been able to beat Pequelin. The best I've done is take down the 2 iron golems. So basically what happens with the fight is we go in. The first thing Pequelin does is debuff us all. So basically what I need to do is go and rearrange my spells. So this episode is mostly going to be preparation, I think. We need to go and change spells so that we're buffed. Rather than trying to attack because they've got complete magic resistance, is to buff us up to the 9s to be able to defeat him. And like I say, I've had a little practice with that. It started to work, but what happens is, what I did was buff everyone before going into the fight, and then you've got the cutscene where time continues and all the buffs wear off, and then the first thing Pequelin does is a dispel magic. Alright Xena, we'll get there, don't worry. So the plan is to go and get all the buffs sorted, get into the fight, let him cast dispel magic, chuck a haste on us, run to the edge of the room avoiding the traps. Apparently the traps do dispel magics, basically. So we need to get in a corner where we're not going to set any traps off, and then start buffing like there's no tomorrow. So the first thing we need to do is go and rest, which we can't do in this room. We need to run away. So we're going to run away a little bit, and we're going to go back to this room, and we are going to run through spells and stuff and rearrange everything. So let's get rid of everything. What we want are buffs to no end, right? So, and we need to get the casting times and stuff right as well. We need to get the long duration things cast first, which I'm never going to remember, and I probably should write down. That just affects the caster. I think there's better. Oh, this is damage resistance, isn't it? So we'll take a bit of damage resistance. We'll have a couple of blesses. We will. Sanctuary is probably no use. Remove fear probably could be useful. Protection from evil, that's one creature. We've got a better one later that's a group protection of evil, so we're not going to worry about this one. Their magic resistance, so curses and things like doom aren't going to work that I know of. Detect evil, yeah. Well, there's not a lot else we can do, so we'll just stack up on healing. I think for that, there's not much else we can do there. Right. We'll keep silence, and we'll keep hold person. Let's get rid of some of these. Aid is useful. Prayer, this is chant, isn't it? You need to... That needs to go off last. So we need a chant. Draw upon holy might. We will have... That's just the caster, isn't it? Draw upon holy might. Find traps. That probably would be useful just to highlight every trap that's around. Resist fire cold. Yeah, that's useful as well. We'll have a couple of them because he does fire stuff. Oh, slow poison. Tell you what, let's get rid of that. Let's add a slow poison because there's cloud kills that those iron golems cast. Which I think dispel magic might get rid of. I don't know, but we'll keep them just in case. Disease isn't a big deal. Favor of ill martyr, that swaps hit points. That could be useful if Dite is out of combat. Xena's taken a ton of damage, and then they can swap. But it's got quite a long casting time as well. I don't know, I don't trust it. Now, prayer. Any creatures when the spell is cast will be able... Right, okay. So we'll have a couple of prayers. Well, a prayer. Protection from fire. We'll have a few of them, I reckon. Curse isn't a problem. Paralysis isn't a problem. Strength of 1 is probably no use. Zone of sweet air for that cloud kill. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll take one of them. Invisibility purge, that's no good. Right. Area of effect 1 creature. So Xena, Joxer, and Autolycus. Because those 3, right, we need to rearrange these guys as well. Basically, Joxer, Autolycus, and Xena are going to have to go in with weapons blasting away. Going in melee. While these 3 cast from the rear, so we need to rearrange the party as well. Right, what have we got here? Let's have a little look through. We have got Blood Rage, which, while really good, do you know what? I might take it anyway. It does make them go berserk, but Xena will get +2 to hit, +3 damage, +2 strength, +10 hit points, and +2 to movement rate. Could be useful. Could be useful. Just set Xena off on a berserky rampage, but it's goes berserk, attacking the nearest creature until that creature is dead, then moving on to the next target. So I don't know, because berserk means she'll probably go for us as well. But still, let's see what happens. Death Ward we don't think we need to worry about. Defensive Harmony. It only lasts 6 rounds, but we all get +4 to our armor class, so we want a couple of them. Free action, I don't think we're worried about. We want the stuff for the mind, because in my practice that I did offline, and I still failed, Xena and Deity got panicked, so we need protection from stuff like that. Holy Power, I don't think we're worried about. Lesser Restoration. Yeah, we're not worried about that one. Negative Plane Protection, no good to me. Neutralize Poison is probably a good idea to have. Protection from Evil, 10-foot radius. That's the puppy we're after. Recitation. +2 to attack rolls and -2. Right. Let's get rid of one of them and have one of them. Does not nullify a prayer. The 2 can be cast in tandem and the effects are cumulative. Right. Stamina. Eliminating any fatigue. That's probably going to be useful. We are going to be really fatigued by the end of this fight. Now, champion strength. Target strength is set to 20 to 23. Now, just out of interest, what's Xena anyway? 19. So if we were to set Xena's strength to 20 to 23, that could be pretty useful. The caster becomes fatigued, suffering a penalty to all her rolls. See, that's the problem I have. It's like you'll cast a spell, everyone will get fatigue, which gives them minuses, which just nullify the point of doing buffs. You know what I mean? So, anyone affected by Righteous Wrath of the Faithful will suffer fatigue when the spell wears off. So annoying. So annoying. 1 point of strength to every 3 levels of the caster. See, I'm not high enough level to have more spells. And what have we got here? Physical Mirror. Invisible disc that protects the caster. That's just melee. This one I think was quite good, wasn't it? +6 bonus to armor class, +2 saving throws, 50% resistance to all that stuff, immune to flame strike and all missile based attacks. I think we might take one of them just for the caster. Right. And I think that is Deity done. So next we're going for Ares. We're not going to touch that. What we could do with is probably having a shield and probably having one of them. Isn't this protection from evil as well? Do you know what? We'll chuck a couple of them in as well. Second level spells. Let's get rid of some of these webs because they're useless. Horror's no good. Knock. We haven't got much else really. Invisibility might be useful. Probably won't be. Mirror images, could probably have one more of them. Blindness, the rest they're going to be immune to. Knock is going to be no good. Wow. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. Horror's not going to do any good. Web's not going to do any good. Blindness, we could chuck a... I doubt they're going to do any good. I don't know. So I'd go for more mirror images. Oops. Right, level 3. This is when things, I think, start getting interesting. Because we can have a couple of hastes. We can throw out... Do we want a Dispel Magic? Are we bothered? I don't think we are. But what might be useful is slow. Don't know. Let's go for 3 hastes and 2 slows. Now, this one... Get rid of that lot. Get rid of that. That's Globe of Invulnerability. Right, what we want is Courage, Hope, Fire Shield, Stone Skin. That's the caster. And Minor Globe of Invulnerability. Does that do missile weapons or is that just spells? First, second or third level spells, so it's probably useless to be honest. Here we've got Bugger All. So we're not going to change anything there. And here we also have Bugger All. Cold. Flesh to Stone is no use. Death Spell, probably no use. Death Fog, definitely no use. So that's what we have for Ares. Now Gabby has got pretty much Bugger All as well. Yeah, Feebleness will keep. Resist Fear. Raising Morale, well, it's a buff if nothing else. And we'll take a second mirror image. What we will also do here is keep 1 Dispel Magic. Take a haste. Take a Ghost Armor. That is no use as either. So we'll take a secondary haste. Right. Get rid of them. We'll take a Courage and a Hope and a Shadow Monster. Shadow Monster. What's that one? Vitriolic Sphere. That's always good, but not in this scenario. We've got Summon Shadow. And that's it for Gabby. Right. Now, next is Potiones. Because we want a bunch of potions. Potion of Freedom. Oh, there's 2 of them. Purification. Blindness, Deafness, Disease. Not worried about. Antidotes could be useful. We'll take all of them. Blindness, Deafness, Disease. We've got 14 antidotes. We got another Potion of Freedom. Alright, fair enough. Invulnerability, yes. Master Thievery, we're not worried about. Stone Form could be useful. Explosions, not so much. Mirrored Eyes, not so much. Magic Shielding, Fire Resistance, those could be useful. 2 backpack. 3 minor elixirs of health, which will be useless. Crushing attacks. We are against iron golems. And potions last longer as well, so we can drink them. Now, if we drink them first, we'll still get Dispel Magic, won't we? So that's no good. Null Effect is no good. And Magic Protection could be useful. Right. So what we'll do is give 3 of them to Xena. We'll give 2 to Ares, just in case they get caught in the cloud kill. I don't think this will help in the cloud kill, because if they're still standing in it, it will just re-affect them the following round, but still. Right. Oh, you've got 3. What have you got? Clarity. Give one of them. Give one of them. One of them. I said 1. There we go. Give one of them to Xena. Right, you have 1. Oil of speed. Potion of defense. Alright, you can keep a potion of defense. That is fine. Xena can have that and that. Right. Everyone's got antidote, yes? Everyone's got antidote. Pushing the wrong button. Pushing the wrong button. Right. Everyone's got antidote. Right, invisibility. May or may not be useful. One of many missiles. No good to me at the moment. Let's stick it in the bag of holding. That will summon a couple of warriors. That is also useless to me now. Antidotes. Right. Gabby can have that wand. Again, I think it's useless. I don't think it does anything anymore. Magic shielding and an antidote. Stone form. You don't want stone form. You've got defense. Let's give Autolycus stone form. Bum 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 bum. Right, you've got a wand that can go there. Right, next. Potion of freedom. Free action. Right, 1 for Xena, 1 for Auto, and 1 for... I'm going to go with Joxer, I think. I'm going to forget that they've got these potions come the middle of the fight. But still, not to worry. Right, vulnerability. Saving throws +5. That is always useful. What is the casting time on haste? What is the casting time on haste? 3. So it's quite a quick spell. Alright. Oh, we're not done. We're not done. Right. Magic shielding. Right. 1 of them. For Xena. We ain't going to have time to drink all these potions. Anyway. Did I give one to Xena? I'm looking at Xena. Jeez. Right. Antidotes. That's fine. You've got another stone form. So, Autolycus has got 1. Joxer has got 1. Xena is probably going to do you no good, but you can have 1. Right. These badges can now go in the bag of holding, I think. Alright. I did warn you this episode was going to be mostly preparation. So, sorry, folks, if it's a bit slow for you. Right, let's shove that lot up there. Let's shove that lot in the bag of holding. Boom, 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 boom. Right, now, Deity, what did you have left? Healing. Healing, who can have the healing? Ares will probably need it more than anyone else in case he gets hit. Xena needs absorption. That will protect her from crushing blows. And then finally, what have we got here? Magic protection. Probably for Deity and Gabby, let's say. Right, so
I am by your side.
Let's rest. I will cut this episode short. Let me just check the timing. Yeah, it's nearly about time. I'll cut the episode a little bit short. We won't do the fight this time. We will do that next episode. So let's rest up. Healing spells cast. Everyone is fully healed. We are all ready for... Well, I say we're ready for a fight. We are kind of prepared for a fight.
Yes.
But I don't know if that fight will do us any good. Let's just set these up. Gabby, let's set you with something up.
Okay.
Oops, don't go over there.
I'm here.
And Deity, what we want are the high level Buffy buff. So one of them. And then we want that one, and we'll work our way down the prayer type spells. So, right, so we will see if we can defeat Pequelin next time, folks. So until then, bye bye for now.